back to NCA. My name is Oluomachukwu Eze, and like I said, we're still throwing it back to what happened on Saturday at the Things Fall Apart Festival Grand Finale, where we had Nnamdi Azikiwe as the chief headliner for the festival. The crux of what happened at the festival for me was it highlighted who I am as an Igbo person. And one of the individuals that did that for me took me way back to my childhood when I listened to folklore music. And this person did not just sing Igbo folklore music. This person associated these songs with local musical instruments. One person plays the Oja, one person plays the Obo. I think this person also plays the guitar. So she is a bunch of talents. So ladies and gentlemen, everybody listening to the sound of our voices tonight, join me and make welcome Odimegwu Joan Oluomachukwu. Good evening.
Good evening.
Look at you. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Saturday you were everywhere. And yesterday you were in Nsukka to play Oja for ChimamandaaDichie as well. How does that make you feel?
Well, I feel like I'm about to become the next Chimamanda. I don't know.
But do you write? Do you write?
No, I don't. You know, greatness.
But being next to greatness,
yes,
you're feeling you're getting there. But is she the only person? Wait, let me rephrase my question properly. Is she the only international figure you have had the opportunity to play for?
Well, I think yes.
Wow. So there's something someone said, real recognize real. That's precisely what happened.
Yeah.
So when you were asked to play for that event and Chimamanda was coming, what was going through your mind at that moment?
Well, I was a bit tense. It was just maybe, I was sure I was going to go wild, you know. Not just Nigeria, I was going to go every part of the country. So the tension, will I do this right? Of course,
thinking about the worst case scenario.
Yeah, will something happen? So I was just tense, but then walking with her and then playing for her, I felt like it was like service. It felt like service, you know, trying to announce Odelowa. Because she's a title woman.
She is.
I think the Oja was the best way to announce her, so it felt like service. So the tension and everything
came down. Did you guys talk ever? Did she say anything to you? What did she say?
Ah, she signed on my book.
Of course.
Oluoma, who makes beautiful music. So
oh my God,
everything.
She signed on my book too. Yeah. She said to China Loromogo, may your chi always fight your battle and may your dreams always count. We love you, ChimamandaaDichie. We love you so much. Thank you for coming to Enugu. I mean, should we say thank you because you grew up here? But either way, thank you for coming and making the most part of our weekends, right? So away from that, let's talk about Joan Odimegwu Oluomachukwu. I don't know, did your dad, was he trying to make the surname Odimegwu and then replace the U with an I? I don't know. I felt it was...
I'm not related to Odimegwu.
Of course you're not, but...
No, I think it's not his name.
Okay.
It's great.
Oh.
It's a long...
Okay.
Long, so, Eze Odimegwu was a king.
Your father?
Not my father. My father...
Did you say Ihiala?
Ihiala.
Where are you from in Ihiala?
Mbarabaka.
I'm from Ihiala.
Wow.
Oh my God. I'm from Asia.
Yeah,
oh my God. I've seen a lot of people on this show, but I haven't seen someone from Ihiala. I've not met it. Okay. You see what happens on this show? It connects people, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. It connects us. Yes. We also had a member of staff here who was from Ihiala, but she was from this is town that's the most popular in Ihiala. Remind me of that town. Okija. Yes. No, Okija is the most popular. Okija, so we had someone who was from Okija and myself, I was from Asia, and now it's Mbahu. Call it again.
Ihiala. Mbarabaka is actually
Mbarabaka.
Ihiala town.
Okay, Ihiala town. Oh, mine is the Ihiala local government area. But either which way, welcome, sis. Welcome, sis. Right. So, away from all this, how did you come in contact with Oja, did the spirits of your forefathers whisper to you and say, girl, it is time to represent us in the world of music?
I will say yes.
Really?
I will say yes, but then I was taught in Ichoku Academy. But then this Oja, you see, in my family, we are musically inclined. My parents started from when we were little to train us on the piano. So you choose your instrument. They won't give it to you. You just, you choose the instrument. So my sister started playing the Oja. So whenever she plays, I'll tell her to put this. Like I had the tune, I had the sound. Tell her to. Yeah. So I then I told her one day, just teach me this Oja so that I will be doing it myself. So the first thing you need to learn in the Oja is how to make this. You might want to try.
Yes, I'd like to try.
You might want to.
Yes. Okay. So here. wait. Okay. Here. You know what? Take this.
Yeah,
Take this.
People try. They put the energy. It's not the energy. It's the
So
technique.
do it again. Let me see. What should be so hard with this? You just got it right.
That's the problem. It was so difficult. I couldn't make the sound with the audio. So I was just in the room one day. She taught me to just put my lips direct. Now I'm teaching everybody else to make. But then I will direct the air out and then use these lips to put it in back. It was just a lot of work. But then I got it. I played it that day and I slept off because this instrument makes you dizzy. I don't know why it stopped. I think maybe because I've been playing it. But that time, anytime I want to sleep, just play it to be sleep immediately.
Wow.
So,
wow.
Yeah, that's how it started. Then my teacher, Gerald Eze, he saw the interest and everything, and then he started teaching me the techniques and the basics of the instrument.
That makes sense. So let's go back to how this whole thing started for you. You said your parents were singers. They were into it themselves.
Yes.
So your dad played instruments.
They don't play. So I think it was just a case of, I don't do this. My children must learn instruments. They sing. They are great vocalists.
Okay.
They actually met themselves in the choir.
Oh, Catholic. It can only be Catholic, right? That's something I respect Catholics for. I love it. So that's where they met.
They got married, and then they were like, our children must learn instruments. That before they got married, or maybe after, before they gave birth to us anyway, they instituted the Christy Harris family singers, and then that is what we are.
Oh wow! Wait, say it again. Christy family.
Christy. My mom's name is Christiana. My
Okay.
dad Harris. So Christy Harris family singers.
Wow.
So we learned the instruments. We sing very well. So
does your dad play Oja too?
No, he does not.
Your mom?
No.
Does your dad play Ubo?
Yeah, no, he does not play professionally, but he can. I've told him to learn this instrument. He will need it.
Wow.
To relax.
Would you say, now I'm going somewhere with this question, would you say your dad is a traditional man?
Well, my dad is
just your dad?
Catholic.
Okay, Catholic.
He is many things. But then he respects, in fact, I would say yes, that it depends on what you see the traditionalist as. Most people see it as Onyena Agomo, which that is okay.
Someone that's trying to preserve the traditions of Ndi Igbo.
Yes,
you get.
He respects that. He is a professor.
Okay.
But then I think being in the university in a way
opened his eyes and aligned him sort of. Reason being that I remember posting your video. I posted it on my status after you performed. That was even before I walked up to you and told you I wanted to have you on the show on that Saturday. Someone, sorry, but I have to say this, a lowlife, came to me and said, yeah, beautiful performance, but is she aware that women are not supposed to play a local musical instrument? I had to calm down first to understand where he was going with this. So I'm like, okay, what's that? He said, according to the cultures and traditions of the land, women don't do this. I didn't want to engage further in that conversation. Block. Because I should not, right? So that's why I'm asking. It makes me understand that there are people who are still angry, or not even angry, who are still concerned that ChimamandaaDichie has a chieftaincy title or Delaware, because women should not be chiefs, right? Yes. So that's why I'm asking if your dad is a traditional person. Was he worried that you were going into playing really deep local instruments?
No. My dad is my parents, I would say they are my greatest fan. They support me, they understand what I am doing, and they know that it's beyond define the culture and all that. I am trying to preserve the culture because I have in Nnewi I teach few kids in my vicinity.
Okay.
So I teach them. So this is more like preserving the culture, and this is something I enjoy. So you can't tell me that something I enjoy is not meant for me. And nobody, our ancestors, I cannot remember them coming to anyone to tell them that this instrument is not meant for women.
So you've never been told that sort of thing?
A lot of times.
Uh-huh.
My first video trended.
The comments were saying women shouldn't do this.
Women shouldn't do this. Women shouldn't do that. But then, Ogbuọja is an instrument that calls the Mon, the masquerade. And it's only men
that call on the masquerade.
Yes, that engage in masquerade. So I think that is why
they are concerned.
Associated it mainly, just majorly for the guys.
Have you ever had to call on the masquerade?
No, I won't.
Would you want to?
I would do that.
Why? I mean, it sounds fun.
Because that would be directly looking for their trouble. No, I don't think I would do that.
It's a controversial world. If you want to try and be controversial.
Well, you'll be there to save me.
Oh, please. Well, that's quite interesting because they will tell you that we are trying to be woke with a lot of things, which is not supposed to be. But I think that with the coming of what is it called? The new century we are in now, I think it has to do with combining both our culture with what is attainable now to create some sort of balance. We're not losing who we are. We are just trying to strike a balance and making sure we don't lose who we are in it all.
The culture is evolving. So.
Thank you very much. That's the word. The culture is evolving. So what about Obo? How did you come up with this one? How did you learn this one?
I think all the instruments I play, they have their own stories.
Okay.
So this Obo was actually, I started learning the piano. Yeah, that was
woman of many talents.
I played the guitar, I played the piano, and get the label.
You remain band?
No, off of the piano. I don't play band yet. So I started with the piano. So I think one day something happened, but the piano was not available. Then my teacher, Gerald Eze, he came with this instrument. Not this one in particular. The one he came with was small and colorful. So as a child, you will be
your interest was intrigued.
And then the sound was just unique. That was how I picked the obo. Indeed, I think all my siblings, they play the obo. Wow. We all play the obo. I took it all personally and started growing and doing a lot more with it.
Wow. The only memory I have of obo was a particular movie called Royal Palace by, what is this man's name? There's this man that never acts a poor man in a movie. He never plays a poor man. I'm trying to get his name. Oh my God. It's not just a series. Olu Jacobs.
Okay.
So he was the one, and then Saint Obi was his son.
I will play that.
Okay. Let's do it. Obi-Wan Dendele, oh Dendele, Obi-Wan Dendele, oh Dendele, Obi-Wan Dendele, Namusimo Gabato no John Dendele, Namusimo Gabada Namba Dendele, Obi-Wan Dendele. Oloma, you are so good at many things.
Thank you.
Wow, I wish I could do half of all of that.
You can do that.
Maybe I'll register in that your academy or something, right?
Yeah, okay.
So it was my first experience with Obo, and it was Saint Obi doing that. That song has never left my mind till then, and I've never had an experience with this until Saturday. So, like I said, Saturday reminded me again why I am an Igbo person. Like it was like should I call it a rebirth? Something like that was what happened. But I don't know, do you think it was the way your parents groomed you and your siblings that made you connect to your roots the most? I don't know. Do you think it's the way that you grew up or something?
It was not entirely, but I think it was part of it because my elder brother, he plays the guitar.
Okay.
So you won't say they all directed us to traditional, but I picked this one. I think I don't know. I just think it's the connection. Something really connected me to these instruments. Because I played the piano, I played the guitar, but then this instrument. Okay, let me start with Dubo. Dubo calms your spirit.
It does. It's so soothing.
I am telling you, if you learn how to play this instrument, you won't have any problem with anybody. Because when they annoy you, or when it's a lot, when a lot is going on, you just play this instrument and you tune off. You tune off from
whatever is happening in the world.
Just relax. Then the Oja, if you want to get this spirit high, you play the Oja. So I think it was part of it because they obviously allowed it. And then that was how I became exposed to this. And I think it's just it's a spiritual connection.
Spiritual.
Yes, because I think my younger sister, not Ifnanya, I'm older than Ifnanya, then Ifnanya is older than Wabogo. So Wabogo too has this connection.
Okay.
With the Ubo. So I think, yes, they expose us to these instruments, but then the spirit connects you more to them.
Spirits. When we say spirits, are we talking spirits of God or ancestral spirit? The Igbo spirit.
The Igbo spirit.
Reminds me of when I had a guest here who talked about, he talked about being a messenger of the ancestors.
Yeah,
he said that he was trying to make it that, I'm not sure how to use the words, but he was trying to kind of differentiate it from what is attainable in Christianity. He said who he is and what he has done is because the ancestors tell him which path to go. Typically, former me would try to tell him, you know, that no, you can't say that, right? But throughout the years, I think I'm coming to a point where I'm understanding many things about who I am as an Igbo person. And that's one of those things that I cannot remove Omenala from some of the things about Igbo people. Just like this ancestral spirit, this Igbo spirit of a thing. You cannot exactly...
People focus more on the ancestral causes and all. They don't focus on the blessings.
Exactly.
And then the connection and then the good things about it. So...
Hey! But it's well. You've done quite well for yourself. You've done quite a lot for yourself. But I don't know, do you think there are many women that play Oja?
I'm sure there are not. But then, that was yesterday. At Susuka, I met Chidalu.
Okay.
Chidalu, she plays the Oja. Oh. I think that's my second time, because someone else in the academy, Chinonolu Ezeno, she plays the Oja. In our academy, you're free to learn whatever you want to learn. You're given the platform and then you're taught whatever you want to learn. So Chikaima, she plays the Oja very well. Yeah, so when people say that, you're the first person I've seen apart from one other girl, Chikaima. Yeah, I know it's Chikaima. But then this is the first time I'm seeing someone else apart from Chikaima that plays the Oja. Chidalu in UNN. So
you've only seen 2 women that play the Oja?
2 women, and I think one other person in Unizik. I think
so you've only seen 3 women?
3? No, they are not much.
Wow, wow.
But what I'm doing, a lot of girls are like, I want to learn. I can count. I can't even count.
Yes, because the more you do this thing and put yourself out there, it piqued my interest. Because I know when your video went viral. My sister was the one that sent me the video and said, you should have this girl on the car. And then she's not in Enugu. I did not take much of that conversation until I met you on Saturday, right? And I'm not sure if I'm too old to learn it. I'd like to. But what you're doing is also making girls know that they can reach for as many heights as they can. Yes. That's exactly what Chimamandaadichie preaches.
Chimamanda said I was like, why is she saying what's in my mind? She was like, don't aspire to get married. Like, that's not an aspiration. That's not what you should aspire for. Like, you should build yourself. You should talents, get all the things you can lay your hands on. Read, study, do a lot of research. Then the right person will come. But I think the main focus is you can do a lot as a woman. There's a lot to do.
So many things to be done.
Pick up something.
Pick up something, indeed. That's that's one way to put it. Pick up something, do something with your lives, do it, right? So I don't know who this is for. Both Oluomachukwu and CHIMAMANDAADICHIE and myself, we are telling you there's no limit to what you can achieve as a woman. So whatever it is, if they say it's never been done before, well, try it. We're here rooting for you. Start it.
Try.
Try. She emphasized on try. That Saturday. By all means, do it. So we'll go on a quick break, and when we come back, we'll continue the conversation with Oluomachukwu Joan Odimegwu. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to NEWSNKA. My name is Oluoma Eze, and we're still here with the phenomenal Oluomachukwu, who dances with the spirits when she plays her Oja and her Obo. It's everything we've said here has just been enlightening, especially because I really wanted to know how you felt about doing something dominated by men. I've not actually gotten how you felt about it. Oh, we've only had a conversation on what it's like. So, but what is it like doing something usually dominated by men?
It's unique. People keep saying that, but then that was not my reason for picking this up. I didn't start playing the Ogbuọja to be in competition with men, so I cannot really say much with regards to that. But then I think it just starts a new phase for the girl child.
The girl child, yes.
That you can do anything. There is no limit to what you can achieve. Yeah, it will get you doing something unique. Will get you the applause, and then it also get you the criticism. So you have to just overlook those things. Chimamanda said something that the way someone asked the question in UNN that how does she manage criticism and all that. So
I was gonna ask her that question on Saturday.
Yeah, so let me give you her reply.
What did she say?
She was like, she does not need to manage it because she doesn't even see them. She doesn't listen to them. She does not hear them. She doesn't give them that opportunity to get to her. Indeed, she said she's not on the social media platform to read their comments and that, because both good and bad will not do you good. She gave an example. I don't know if I'm stating, I'll quote her well, but she said something.
Just paraphrase.
Yeah, she said something like that if someone says that her writing
it's basic or
like,
something.
No, it's like being on the good path now, that if she writes about the Igbo tribe, let's say Igbo tribe, very well, and that stuff gets to her, then she will start trying to write about
better, more,
well.
yeah.
So she doesn't even like the good ones and the bad ones get her. She just wants to be herself.
Right. Just be herself. Same thing applies to you, I believe. You're not in a comparison with men who are dominated in the craft. You just want to do your thing, make people happy, make yourself happy.
Create value.
Yeah.
Create value. I mentioned the kids I'm teaching. So
did you form the Ichoku Academy?
No, the Ichoku Academy is founded by Gerald Eze.
Gerald Eze, okay.
Yes, but then I think I'm starting up another branch in the Ichoku Academy too. So it started this way. I was in my lodge listening to myself actually, but then I heard these kids downstairs singing gospel music or maybe Afrobeats, and then I was like, why not teach them folk music too? And it came to me, they might already know, because Okofia is like a village. It's like there'll be no folk songs because they're in a village. I went downstairs, asked one of them, Emake Sagwo Malugo, do you know how to sing on Malugo?
Yeah.
She doesn't know it. Urioma, she doesn't know it.
These kids are much these.
And I'm like, what? Then we've lost it if we don't have it here.
Right?
Yeah, so it's not about listening to the criticism. It's about solving the problem, trying to solve the problem. So now these kids can sing all these songs. They played in Gedelegu. They played in Gedelegu very well. Then they will start learning the Obo. So once it is made available to them, because it's just the funds, when it's made available, we buy these instruments. And
do you have sponsors?
Well, some to Akunyeli.
Okay. That Dora Akunyele's son?
Yeah, she...
Oh, is a she. Somto is a she.
Somto Akunyeli, yeah.
Is a she.
I don't know. I just got the funds.
Okay.
Yeah, through Gerald Eze. She gave us just to start up. So that's how we bought few instruments.
To train kids on folk music
yeah.
and the instruments.
Yeah, but then there's a lot more you can do. So
yeah, this is so good. Takes me back again to what Chimamanda said on Saturday. You know, how we are losing it as a people. If these young ones do not know these songs, I'm not even sure these ones right now know anything about it. It's really sad.
It's sad.
It's really sad. And I love the part you're playing. Just like you said, you see a problem, provide a solution. You saw a problem and you're providing a solution.
Every other thing.
Exactly, ignore every other thing. Let's talk about your school. Right. You are a medical student. How? Explain to me, please. How? Well, how are you combining that?
Well, it was not always this big. So it has, I think my academy, the team, they are really helpful. They come in whenever it's difficult to handle the kids. But then school is school. I cannot take my whole life. So I try, when I get back to school now, because I'll be going back to school tomorrow, I will fire on.
And read.
Yeah, fire on and read. And then I think when you have a lot to do, you're more focused than when you have just... Okay, I don't know how to explain it, but whenever I'm on break, let's say a full break, and there's nothing I'm doing, I feel sad, like there's nothing I'm doing. So I think when there's a lot to do, I'm more productive. I'm more focused on each task I have to. When it's my music, I do it and do it very well. And when it's school, I do it perfectly too. So,
do you want to be a doctor?
Yes.
You will be a doctor. So it's like the Oja playing doctor.
Someone said medicinal Oja. Yeah, I think
you will combine both of them.
Out of the spirit of service to help humanity. I don't like it when someone is sick and I cannot provide a solution. Yeah, help. So it's all to serve, to help people.
Wow, you were going to go to medical school. You're still going to play your Oja and do all those stuff. Run your academy where you raise kids that are rooted in the culture of folklore music and playing of local musical instruments. Power to Oluomachukwu, because I'm sure you can do it all. I'm sure you can do it all.
With the right team.
Yeah. Speaking of team, I'm not sure how you came up with it. So I want to know, maybe you can tell us a story of your first, should I call it gig, the first time you had an opportunity to play maybe at an event, someone's place. What was it like? Who was the person? How did you get the gig? Something like that.
Oh, I started from little to perform.
How old were you when you started?
I started learning the piano when I was in primary school.
Piano?
Yes.
But Oja, precisely.
Oja, I think junior secondary school.
Okay.
Yes, but then, you know...
Okay, when did you perfect the craft?
After SS3.
Okay. That was when you started getting calls to performance. So which one was the first? So
I started performing when I was very little. We started performing as family gathering. So maybe on a Sunday, we might just finish eating and then we decided to play the piano for our parents. And then from there, you invite friends. So I won't say performance was that big. So when I'm called to perform, it was just like my normal routine. But the first big performance to me was, I think it was Nelling Studios.
Who?
Nelling.
At in Anambra.
Yes,
okay.
At Udoka Estate. So my teacher started with teaching
Gerald?
Yes, Gerald Eze. Started with teaching 3 families. My family, Odimegwu family, the Ezenos, and then Ofegus. So I think that period he was like, we all should come together and entertain people. So I think that was the first stage. Whenever I look at that video, I'm like, oh, was I even doing that? I was just so quiet, tiny, singing for people. So I think that was the first real performance I had apart from family gathering. Then after that, we just kept on, because in Ichoku Academy, every August break, that's the long vacation for primary and secondary school students, we arrange a 1-month program, and at the end, we perform. You look for maybe somewhere to perform, or we just call our parents and then invite people and perform. So let's say I just started performing since then. But then after SS3, I took it to another level. After SS3, I performed at old people's home in Aquinas.
I think I saw that video. Yeah, old people, yeah. Or was it? I think it was a ward.
Okay, no. That one was this year. Early this year.
Oh, okay.
That was early this year when I got to Okofia. That was 200 level. I don't know why I'm missing it. 300 level medicine. So that was not. It was after SS3 that I started my career fully as a musician, I would say. So it started with old people's home. So I was made to perform for a very big audience, and it was just me on stage. I was not performing with my siblings, to feel, so it started from there, and then it has been growing. In school, people, maybe department of this is doing that, they will invite me for this department is doing orientation or graduation or anything, they invite me, and then that's how I kept growing.
Which one would you say has been your most exciting? That one that happened there, like,
most exciting. They all have their stories, but then I think maybe it's because of the audience. The Things Fall Apart Festival that we just concluded, I think it was on Saturday, with Chimamanda's arrival. I had the time to connect with students. And, I told myself, because of an experience my cousin shared with me, that I won't perform for students because they know how to belittle someone. Someone actually tried doing that at the festival, but then I felt that these kids, they need to hear this. They need to hear this music. I felt the connection with them. They were responding to my Omalugu with excitement. And to me, that was And after the workshop, we taught them for like 2-3 days. And at the end of the 3 days, they are perfect. Then I performed with them, not for them.
Right.
So that was with the students.
That was the most exciting and fulfilling one for you. That's so good. I like the idea of that. So at that moment, you were just thinking, I don't want the student to bully me. They are kids, they are students. They know how to do this thing so much.
Someone tried that. He kept on making side comments. So I told him, I said, I won't get angry. Someone did that in the last school I went to living. I don't want to say the school. Okay. He did that before. He was like, Mama, we on there. So the thing hurt me on stage and really affected my performance. So it happened again. I just realized that's how secondary school students are. That school, the microphone was really faulty. So I was trying to balance singing, holding microphone and all that. So it really distracted me. So it tried happening again, students saying something. And I said, okay. I gave him one instrument to play beside him. When I took him from that clique, they all kept quiet. So I think I
talk about smart, innovative woman.
Yeah, I just found a way to handle a very big problem for me, and I think that was my most exciting performance.
That's a lot of information right there. So we'll come back to this. So let's go on a quick break to absorb everything that has happened right now. So don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Welcome back to NEWSNKA. My name is Oluoma Eze. We're still here with Oluomachukwu Odimegwu Joan. When you came in, there was a question I had it in mind. Say, I must ask you this thing. You had an interview with BBC Igbo recently. How did that come about? What happened?
It just happened. They saw my works on social media, I think Instagram. So they reached out to me and they're like, I want to interview you. And then I was like, I think the interview will make more sense with the children I'm teaching. Okay. So they came down to Okofia to interview me on that.
Where is Okofia?
Nnewi.
Oh,
but then I think I will really not say Okofia is in Nnewi, but it's in Nnewi, but it's far from the Nnewi town. For me, that's where you do your 200 and 300 level as a medical student, preclinicals. Okay. So after that, you then go to teaching hospital to continue.
Oh, wow. So, I'm proud of what you have been able to do with the Oja instrument and with the oboe, and every other instrument it is that you play. I'm so proud of all you've been able to do with that. And CNN, all of those, even Afia TV. These are just the starts. Because with what you do, trust me, any craft not even trust me, you know it. Any craft it is that is mostly male-dominated that has a woman doing it. If you're consistent, wait for it. Who knows? You'll be performing in London soon.
Well, yeah, I got an invitation to do that. I think it was David Joanna Art Gallery. It was just the visa that spoils everything.
You didn't get the visa?
No, I did not.
I am so sorry.
Yeah, I think I'll start crying again if you start that.
I have had that experience one time. Oh, you know what? Let's not talk about it because I know how it feels. Dear. And they would have paid good money.
Sure.
Paid
it
good
was
money.
already written and signed.
I'm so sorry.
Work.
How do they say God proposes, man disposes? I mean, how did they TikTok that?
Man proposes and God disposes.
Are you sure? You said saying how did they TikTok that?
Yeah, now we just talk.
Wait, anything, any which way, I beg, any which way. But that's good. Would you say that a bulk of who you are right now is owed to your teacher?
Well, yeah. But then again, my parents.
Okay.
Because they started the
interest in music
and then
and all.
Ichoku Academy, which is of course headed by my teacher Gerald Eze. He has this personality of allowing you to be who you want to be, and then guiding you, because who you want to be, you can do foggy. Yeah. So he guides you, right? So I think he contributed immensely to who I am.
Right. That's okay. There's no way we can end this show without you performing for us.
Why
you
am I
this, and I told you beforehand, right?
Yeah.
So before you start, we'll go on a break where you can sort out which one you want to do for us. Whether maybe you should do both. You know what? Use your discretion. It's 10 minutes for you to do something for us, and we'll end the show from there. So think of what you want to perform for us, and whichever thing you want to do. I'm just gonna wrap up the show from here and allow her do her thing. It's been such a delight having this conversation with Oluomachukwu. It's not every day that, let's not even say it's not every day. There are very few women in Nigeria who play the Oja, but we have Oluomachukwu, who has played in front of a couple of dignitaries. She keeps doing it, she keeps getting better, and she has found a problem that kids do not even know so much about folklore music. She's taken it upon herself to teach these children, teach them this local instrument, hereby providing a solution to kids that do not know so much about their roots and their identity. Talk about an innovative woman. That's what she is. Thank you so much for being with us, and I'll hand it over to Oluomachukwu to take us into another element of folklore music this night. Don't go anywhere.
I'll start by playing this song, Onye Bụ Nwanne M, on the oboe. Just checking the oboe's tune.
Okay.
Onye bụ nwanne m, ayo mama, ayo. So that's the response.
Okay.
Onye bụ nwanne m, ayo mama, ayo. 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 Chimamanda bụ nwanne m, Good. This is interesting. So let's do another folk song.
I want to hear the Oja.
The Oja. Okay. So you went home so good. You went home so good. Kiregu ma frogi kita. Ntochage mbanyezie na ijele.
Okay.
Chinua.
Right.
Dalunu.
Dalu no.